Thank you so much to everyone for taking an hour out of your day today to join the GloveBox Fall Product Showcase. We do this twice a year, and it is honestly two of my favorite days of the year because we get to showcase to you, our agency partners, everything that we've been working on to help better your agency. And that's what we focus on a regular basis is what can we build, what can we engineer, what can we produce to help you get closer to your customers, and really make your agency operate more efficiently, more effectively. And so this is a really exciting day for us. And I am going to jump right in because we have a lot to cover today. We're scheduled for an hour. We'll be respecting your time. We will be done at the hour, if not sooner. This is recorded and we will be sending out the recording after this showcase. So you guys are free to share it throughout your organization there at the agency level. Anybody that couldn't make it will be distributing to them as well. I'd like to get kicked off. Willa on our agency success team, fantastic Willa. She is going to be putting links in the chat that goes to our brand new testimonial site, which we call the GloveBox Wall of Love. Just like you guys build your agencies on client testimonials, we're building our platform of agencies on testimonials. And we've gotten some really good testimonials over the past couple of weeks from our current agents, but we always would love to hear from you. So please, if you have a couple minutes, leave us a testimonial. You can do it over video. If you're not comfortable with video, you can do it just a simple text. It takes, like I said, 30 minutes or 30 seconds to 2 minutes, super quick. So we're going to be posting that throughout this showcase for you guys to take advantage of. Secondly, please feel free to add your questions, comments, your overall excitement in the chat. Our team is here to answer your questions. We'll be producing GloveBox University articles that are now available based on the new product that we're going to be showing. If you don't know what GloveBox University is, well, welcome. We're going to show you what that is. So, and you're breaking Logan's heart if you don't know what it is, because he spends hours a day building that content. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into the Fall Product Showcase. So let's start with an introduction here. And I think it's important for us as the GloveBox team to recognize that our independent insurance industry is going through challenges, as we all know. We've been through challenges before. When we built our agency in the past, we had our own set of challenges. In Colorado specifically, we went through a pretty hard property market back in 2014 through 2018. And we want to recognize that there are challenges right now in the space. Again, the hard property market, increased premiums for our customers, which, while some people will look at it as, hey, you guys are making more money, on the other side, it's taking more servicing to keep the clients. And so there is a give and a take on that. It's not all roses when rates go up. Carriers pulling contracts, reducing commissions, increasing underwriting guidelines. This has obviously been something that we've paid close attention to and been interacting with our carrier partners on those things. Remarkets and customer service are at an all-time high. Again, clients that are getting increased premiums, they want reshops, they want to make sure that they're getting the very best coverage available for the money. And just general customer service requests are higher than we've ever been. And the customer retention is at stake, right? We want to recognize that we are in a customer retention business in insurance. That is what you build your business for. And we don't take that lightly. And we understand that customer retention is at stake with the current challenges that are being faced. So on the bright side, the GloveBox team looks at these challenges as opportunities, right? We always come into every single day looking at these challenges and saying, how can we better our agency's experience to help overcome a lot of these challenges? And what we know is customer-facing technology that drives efficiency is an absolute requirement for agents to win in this market. Agencies that do not have client-facing technology, it is completely apparent, and they're suffering. So we firmly believe that it is a requirement in today's day and age to operate effectively and efficiently as a successful agency. Our suite of platforms here at GloveBox are uniquely positioned to innovate and deliver technology that your agency must have in serving your clients the way they expect. And I think that's the big point of emphasis here is the way they expect. Their level of expectations have gone up. They want things when they want it and how they want it. And that's an important factor when looking at client-facing technology, and it's something that we look at every single day. What I know is legacy agent technology is purely focused right now on profits. And I've had these conversations with quite a few of them at the conferences that we've been to lately. And the fact of the matter is they're not pumping resources into innovating. They're pumping resources into profits, which is the fact of large business in our space, but it is a fact. And what that means is their products are not able to innovate. And I've spoken to many people at many of these companies, and they're frustrated because they don't get the budgets to be able to innovate. On the flip side, GloveBox, we invest almost 100% of our earned revenue from our agency partners into three things: current product enhancement, new product innovations, and industry-leading connectivity. And that is our promise to our agencies, is we pump nearly all of our revenue back into our product. So essentially, you're investing in the long-term client experience of your agency by working with GloveBox. Because again, we invest, we innovate, and we're always looking for new ways to create connectivity that's going to help the data stream and workflows up and down from a carrier to an MGA to your agency and on down to a policyholder. So again, we recognize the problems that are in the space, and we're working every single day to help try to solve them. Let's move forward. I always like to iterate on these biannual product showcases what the GloveBox mission statements are. And they're going to resonate with what we just talked about. There are really three of them that we focus on. The first one is to architect the most powerful client experience technology available to insurance agents, carriers, MGAs, and their customers. We actually just launched our first MGA on Monday. So that was an exciting feat for us. And it's something that we're very interested in. Again, with this concept of connectivity up and downstream. Second one is to unite insurance policyholders with their agents and carriers in a single connected ecosystem. That has always been our focus. That was from day one when we came up with this product at our agency, is how can we bring carrier connectivity into a sandbox where everybody can engage? And it's something that we're working on constantly. And we have some exciting updates there. Third one is going to be to empower agents with smarter and more efficient insurance workflow technology that wows clients while driving significant revenue. That's a focus of ours. We want to delight your clients and help make your agency revenue. Our products should not be a cost at your agency. This should be a profit center. It should generate revenue. And that's what we look at when we engineer products within our suite of technologies. So again, those are three core mission statements that we focus on. All right, let's get into the good stuff. So to kind of kick this off, you guys probably have noticed, and if you haven't, now you have, is GloveBox went through an entire rebrand. We went through months of exercises on the brand that we wanted to put out to our market, and we finally got that live, and I think it turned out really, really nicely. The theme of what we've created is one of, we want to be a premium solution for our agencies, and that's what we want to portray. We want to show connectivity, not only in InsurTech, but eventually in the FinTech space, and how can we marry those concepts together? We want to be a professional logo that represents your agency in a professional fashion. So again, we think the rebrand turned out really nice, and we are excited about it. So hit Andy up. He'll buy you some swag out of his own pocket. So he's got it coming this way. Okay, let's jump into some of the product updates that we've had, and there's quite a few. So first off, we look at the mobile apps. Our lovely mobile apps. These are our flagship products. We've always focused very heavily on the native iOS and native Android. We have Lexi on the call, who is our lead Android engineer. She's fantastic. It's also her birthday. So, she gets to spend it with our agency customers. On the mobile app side, we focused on not so much the pretty stuff, but performance, which is something that a lot of people don't see, they don't buy. However, it's imperative that these mobile apps run effectively and that the performance is high. So we focused on significant performance enhancements. The goal is to ensure a smooth policyholder experience with your agency's branded mobile apps. So on the Android side, we completely rebuilt the code. We did a migration to something called Kotlin. That probably doesn't mean anything to most people here. But what it does is it enables a much better performance and quality on the Android side. And it was a heavy focus of ours. We didn't want the Android platform to lag behind the iOS platform. And I dare to say it might be even better than the iOS platform at this point. It's very, very close. And Lexi has done a lot of work with our Android team to make this happen. So we've seen significant improvements on the Android platform, and we're going to continue those improvements. On the iOS side, we also did a code migration. So we completed a complete migration over to something that we call Swift UI, which was a big initiative. Took 6 months, give or take. This is very similar to the Kotlin side. It enables a smoother iPhone experience. So again, major code upgrades on both the iOS and the Android platforms. May not be the pretty stuff that you see inside of the interface, but it sure makes those things work well. And that's what we're focused on. We want to make sure that your policyholders can rely on your mobile platforms when they need to use them. So next thing we're looking at, we went through about a 3-month project to redesign the policyholder welcome screens inside of the policyholder platforms. The goal of this is to efficiently onboard your prospects and policyholders to your GloveBox platforms. We want to welcome them in. We want to make sure that they get where they need to go faster, and give them a really smooth experience that's all branded to your agency. And I think they turned out really nicely. These are all live right now. They've been in market for about 2 months. So first one is onboarding current clients. You'll now notice when the initial screen that we show to them is we allow them to customize their experience. So we're confirming their first and last name because, let's be real, our AMS data can get a little messy as it comes through. So we want to confirm that, hey, if the name says Tony, they want to go by Tony. Next thing we're collecting is date of birth, which we'll talk about why we're collecting that in a minute, but it's going to surface very interesting analytics to your agency. Third one is going to be communication preference. How do they want your agency to communicate with them? Is it SMS? Is it email? Or is it phone? That's going to help your agency understand, hey, if we're sending this prospect or we're leaving a bunch of voicemails and they never answer their phone, well, that's because they actually prefer text and they never answer their phone like every other millennial and Gen Z. So understanding how your clients want to be engaged with is super important, and we're collecting that now. The fourth one is the SMS opt-in. Rules and regulations are tightening on SMS, and it's really important that your agency is getting SMS opt-in from your customers in order to be able to communicate that way. We're now collecting that for you, which is really nice. And again, we're doing it right on the onboarding screens. I'll show you what it looks like in HQ once we get there. Then we've got the second side of the house, which is prospects. Something I love about our platform is we can bring clients that are referred to your agency inside of your platform. They don't have to be a client. We've driven almost 12,000 current client referrals to our agencies over the past 12 months. And that's resulted in just over 11,000 new quote requests. We wanted to make that experience even better, and we're going to continue to make it better. First screen that they hit is we allow them to hit the same personalization screen so we can collect a little bit of that data for you. They're going to select the type of business they're looking to get quotes on, whether it be personal or commercial. They're going to be able to choose which method they take to request the quotes. And that could be a call, a text, an email. They can schedule a meeting on your digital calendar, or they can go through your digital quote request. And all of this is fully customizable inside of GloveBox HQ, which I'm going to show you where that is. So we call it omni-channel, giving the prospect multiple ways based on how they would like to engage. Hey, if they want to schedule an appointment, great. If they want to start their process in your digital quote capture, perfect. They want to call, text, or email, they have the option. So again, giving them the ability to operate the way they want, but really getting those prospects into your platform right off the bat. You guys can then use it as a selling feature. Hey, not only did you see how we start our quoting process, but inside that same platform, That's how you're going to service. That's how you're going to send us referrals. That's how you're going to buy more insurance. And the agency down the street doesn't have that. So huge selling differentiator when you're talking about new prospects. So that is it on the mobile side for now. But we're going to talk about some things coming here in a bit. Let's move forward. Let's talk about GloveBox HQ updates. For those of you that aren't familiar with what GloveBox HQ is, GloveBox HQ is your agency facing platform. That's how you can manage everything. And so we're going to talk about some of these significant improvements that we've made recently to make GloveBox HQ much more usable and much more efficient. First thing that we are very excited about is our policyholder analytics dashboard. This just went live about 2 weeks ago. Probably the most heavily requested feature we've had in the past couple of years is, how do I know what my policyholders are doing inside the platform, right? And how do we show our agency partners what is actually happening, both when it comes to new business from referral and quotes to self-service, from paying a bill and starting a claim with the carrier to looking at documents, certificates. And so our team dug in pretty deep and created a very elegant solution to be able to deliver platform analytics on what your clients are doing inside of the platform. I'm going to pop over to Live HQ. And this is what it looks like. So now when you go into HQ on the home screen, you're going to see those live analytics. Now, we've been tracking these analytics since 7/1 of 23, and it will be tracking on forward. And again, we track things like referrals, document views, certificate requests, service requests, quote requests, bill pays, and policy claims. Policy claims can now go both to the agency or the carrier. We'll talk about what that looks like. And then again, you can look at them on a specific time frame. Then what we've done is we've actually added this little box here that we call your estimated revenue. And what that does is it creates a calculation based on the analytics that we're collecting to show you, hey, is my GloveBox platform making me money, which is the goal. Now, if you're curious about how we came up with this calculation, what it includes and what it doesn't include, simply click on the box. We've got resources right here. The first one is going to be your GloveBox HQ agency metrics inside of GloveBox University. So that gives you a breakdown of everything that we're tracking, how we calculate that, and everything that is not included in that metric. Breaks it down really nicely. Then you're wondering, how do we increase those metrics? I want to do more, right? I want to take it to the next level. Second article here in GBU is exactly how to do that. And we have so many success stories inside of our agency family here at GloveBox of people that are absolutely crushing it. So again, we've started to aggregate those tips, tricks, everything that your ASM team can offer you, and we've put them in that article. So again, those resources are right there. All right, on to the next one. Quick views to recent activity. So we're starting to gear toward how can we show you guys live activity in your platform. Hey, John Smith is currently in the interface doing X, Y, or Z. How can we deliver that to the agency and make it actionable? And that's where we're going. This is kind of the first step in the pool, if you will. So the goal of this is to display clients who have most recently engaged with the platform or have been imported from your AMS data. So I'm going to pop back over here. And if you scroll down on the home screen, you're going to see all your recently verified accounts, which is essentially your recent visitors to your platform. This is going to show you the policyholders that have been in most recently into the system. It'll show you the date they last accessed, and you can easily click the view profile to take you right into their client profile. So I know this is something that Kevin on our ASM team has been really high about when talking to our current agencies of saying, hey, you can see all your recent activity based on the policyholder, which is really nice. Next thing on the right here is you're going to see some of the most recently imported AMS clients. You can easily click the invite button here and invite them if you'd like. Of course, they're hitting our automated rollout as well, but it never hurts for you to send the invite in addition. And we also put a quick link here to be able to add new clients right from the home screen. Super easy. You can select personal commercial, put in their first and last name and email. It's going to create their client profile, and we're also going to deliver them the invitation to come into your platform, and it's all automated and it's branded to you. So again, some of these first steps to delivering live actions inside the platform, showing you what's going on, and we're going to continue to iterate on this. We're excited about it. All right, next thing. Updated client profile. So we've made continuous and consistent updates to the client profile. The goal of this is to enable easy policy details and document sharing, right? You want to share those details. You want to share those documents with your customers. So I'm going to pop back into HQ. I'm going to go over to the Clients tab. And I am going to pop down to my profile. Now, at the very top, you're going to start seeing these new tags. These tags are showing you some of the customizations that your client made in their preferences when they came in. So 2 of them here being, hey, they opted into texting and their preferred method of communication is SMS. Now, they can update these preferences in Client Hub, which we're going to get to. So if for some reason they opted out and now they want to opt in, or they want to change phone to SMS on preferred communication preference, they can go in and update these preferences. It'll update on your tags inside of the client profile, and super easy to find. All the way down here, we're starting to scale out the data that we're bringing in inside your AMS system. We have a project going on now that's going to allow us to ingest quite a bit more data from your AMS system and be able to surface it here. The big thing right now is how easy it is to share documents. We've been training our agencies, do not send documents over email. That is a legacy process. It gets lost. It's outdated. People, they don't get it. It goes to their junk mail. And it is a really unsecure way to share documents. That is the #1 way that your agency will get breached, is through your email. So as opposed to doing that, add it here. Literally, you have your document. All you have to do is drag and drop it, and that's it. The client just got an automated email from your agency telling them that they have a new document available. And now I can go inside the document and I can select what kind of document it is. So, hey, this is a declarations page. I can rename it if I want, and I'll hit save. And now what happens is that declarations page is stored on the client side under their declarations category, so they can easily find it, access it at any time. So again, super simple to share documents through here. Same thing on the commercial side. If I pop over to a commercial profile, let's say I have a certificate I need to share, boom, drag and drop, it's uploaded. The client just got an automated email that's branded. They come inside of the platform and there's the certificate. Super easy. So again, please don't send documents over email. I can't stress that enough. Add it here, drag and drop, super easy. All right, let's continue on. We have some enhanced agency customizations that you guys can now make. And the goal of this is to host the workflows that your agency already has for your policyholders. And we're going to go take a look at this now. This is now, this used to be available on the overview screen. Now it's available on the agency details screen. And you can update this at any time. You do not need our team to update this for you. You can literally put whatever you want in here, whenever you want in here, and hit save. It goes live to both Client Hub and the native apps on demand. And this is going to be everything from your company info. We've got your capture links here. So if you're using a custom service request, that could also be a live chat or a chat bot. We've made it very flexible. This is going to be your personal lines quote capture and also your commercial lines quote capture. And then you can also host a digital certificate request if you have it for commercial certificates. So again, we're going to surface these in the workflows for your policyholders inside of the platform. So we inject it. We separate personal lines customer service and commercial customer service. We have a new one now. We've added an appointment link for both. So now you can have a digital calendar for your personal line service team. You can have a digital calendar for your commercial service team. And again, we surface that as an option for your customer. You can also segment your commercial certificate service info for your clients. So if there's a specific person at your agency that handles certificates, now that request is going directly to them as opposed to a phone tree and them having to be bounced around. Now they go direct. Same thing on the sales info for both personal and commercial. We added the digital appointment link options. So now you can add calendar links for both your personalized sales team and your commercial sales team. I will mention all of this is available at the elite agent level as well. So if you're leveraging elite agents, now your specific agents and or CSRs can customize all of this for themselves, which is a really nice experience. Drives more current client referrals, definitely drives up that adoption. If you're interested in learning more about elite agents, please contact your agency success manager. You can actually do that right inside of GloveBox HQ. If you click this little button down here at the right, that allows you to actually live chat with your agency success manager. So super easy to get in touch at any time. Moving forward. All right, GloveBox HQ is now mobile friendly, which we're very excited about. So now you can take GloveBox HQ on the go with you. You can add it to your home screen of your phone, and it literally gives you the entire HQ experience right on your mobile phone. So you can track your metrics on a daily basis. Pretty easy to go search clients. You can go into client profiles. You can add documents here. You can add team members. Literally anything you can do on HQ is now fully mobile friendly right inside here. So now you have both the desktop version and the full mobile friendly version, which we think is a huge win. And I've gotten really good feedback from our agency clients about how much they like that piece. So that is the mobile version of HQ. All right. That was it from the HQ side. A lot of enhancements. We're going to keep making more. Obviously, there's plenty for us to do. Now we're coming to the main event here, which is the one that we were really excited to show you guys. This is Client Hub, and we are excited to debut this. Client Hub is officially live. It went live last week, and the goal of Client Hub, why we created this, is to deliver a premium and comprehensive client portal that is browser-based and compatible on any device. This allows you to have a true premium client portal when and if your clients aren't using the mobile app, or maybe they're at their desk or on the couch with their laptop. We want to make sure that your clients have every available option to be able to engage with their account and your agency. So we are proud to introduce Client Hub, and we're going to take a look at this. So step one, to get Client Hub on your website, which should look like this or something similar to this. Shout out to Chris Langiel from Advisor Evolved. If you need a new website, he's fantastic. This is a demo website. What we want it to be is a client login, right? Now the client login is going to take the client to now a branded login screen to your agency. So it's all customized to your agency. If you need to find that login link or the login link to add to your website, simply go to the agency details tab in HQ. And it's the first one at the very top of the company info, Client Hub link. All you need to do is copy that. And now you can hyperlink it as your client login right on your website. It's already customized to your agency, ready to rock and roll. So really easy implementation on that. And it works with any agency website. So super compatible. Not a lot that you have to do there. Okay. So when first logging into Client Hub, there's two options. We have our current client option, which is pretty obvious, right? Your current client of the agency. Or now we have a new to the agency. Perfect. Let's get started on some quotes. So the client can select here. They can start their quote journey by creating their account, putting in their login or their email, and we're going to send them down the get a quote flow inside of the onboarding screens. Or if they're a current client, they're just going to log in. And again, simple phone or email login. So I am going to go ahead and log in right now with my phone number. I'm going to get the multi-factor PIN. And that's how simple it is. And now I'm in the complete interface of Client Hub. So let's take a quick test drive of what this is. So again, full account management, just like the native apps. So we get all of the policies that are populated for the user. They're going to see them in a preview on the home screen. We've now made documents very prevalent for the client because we know that's a big reason of why they would come in. And we start with auto ID cards because that's going to be the biggest document that's requested. So they can now see their auto ID cards. I can easily click on it. There it is. I can download it. I can send it to whoever I want. Makes it super simple. We've updated our journey in Client Hub on the make a claim side of the house. A lot of the feedback that we got was, hey, we want our clients to talk to us first, which we completely get. And so what we've done is when a client looks to start a claim, we've added this top version that says, talk to us directly. It's speaking with us before filing a claim, right? So we make that the top option for the client. They can click on that. And again, we have these customized options that you can set from GloveBox HQ. They can email, call, text, or they can schedule a meeting on your digital calendar. So it makes it super easy. Now, if they do select the digital claims requests, we're going to ask them what policy they're looking to file a claim on, and we're going to direct them to the correct carrier to start that claim. And again, we give them their policy information to start that claim. Everything else is just like the native app, so they can easily request that quote through here. Again, they can go through the digital quote request flow, which will populate your personal or commercial quote captures, or they can contact you directly, phone, email, text, or again, they can schedule an appointment on that sales digital calendar. So makes it super easy. They can pay a bill through here. We drive those directly to the carrier that they're looking to pay a bill with. We actually have had almost 50,000 bills paid through our platform in the past 12 months, which is really exciting. They can get roadside information from their carrier, and they can get it via phone or website. So we give them options if the carrier supports that. Now we've got a QR code on Client Hub. So we're always pushing the client to have the mobile apps on their phone as well. So now they can easily grab the QR code. It's going to take them to the correct app store, whether it be iOS or Android based on their device, and they're going to be able to download that mobile app as well. We have a new to-do section, which we're going to be enhancing. And essentially what this is going to be that personalization information. So, hey, you haven't confirmed your email yet. Hey, we haven't gotten your SMS opt-in preference yet. Hey, we haven't gotten your communication preference yet. So that's the start of to-dos, but this is going to expand significantly, and we'll talk about that. And then, of course, we have a lot of real estate for the Refer Now piece. We're always looking to drive current client referrals to your agency. And so that takes up a lot of real estate. We've got our reviews here. You can fill in Google, Yelp. We have Facebook coming in just a few short weeks that you can add there as well. I can go over to the My Policies section. I can see everything about my policies. I can grab my documents. I can easily go to just a document section. I can separate it. Hey, I'm looking for a deck page. Perfect. Here's my deck pages. Great. Let me grab this one. Boom. There it is. Makes it very easy. I can download it. I can share it. The request service piece, plenty of options here that, again, you can customize. So they can email, phone, text. They can submit a request through our digital capture, or if that's a live chat, or they can schedule a meeting with your service team on that digital calendar. This is something that we're going to be expanding on soon, which I'm excited for. Now, one of the best things about this is if a client has both personal and commercial with your agency, all they have to do is go to the toggle. They can hit commercial, and now they've just entered the commercial experience. So everything here has now changed to commercial. And now when I go to say my documents, the first thing we're going to show is those certificates. And here's the one that we just uploaded here a minute ago. It's already there. So it makes it super simple. Now, one of the best things about Client Hub is it's also mobile friendly. It's full mobile friendly. So if a client is accessing it from your website, but on their phone, it is full mobile friendly with all of the same interactions. So now they can do everything from the browser version on their phone, on a tablet. It all scales really nicely. And they can get whatever they need again, on the browser version from both their computer, tablet, phone, doesn't matter. But we feel like the mobile version of this turned out really elegant. So excited about that. So again, get Client Hub added to your website. It's super, super easy. Go grab that link inside of the agency details and company info tab. Just hit copy. And then again, you're going to make that your client login to your website. If you have any other client portals on your website that are similar, I would remove them because it's very confusing. We want to make sure that we have that single source of client login. Perfect. Let's move forward. What is coming next? Yes, I know we have been releasing a lot. We are going to continue to release new products. Again, we are very motivated to solve a lot of these problems that we face in today's environment. So the first thing is we are completely redesigning the mobile apps right now. And Lexi, who's here, and Brian Ford, who leads our policyholder platforms. I don't know if Jed's here or not. They have been really digging in with our designers and our product teams. And these designs have turned out amazing. These are going into engineering next week. The goal is to deliver an unparalleled mobile insurance experience for your clients and prospects. We want to put our best foot forward for your agency. We want Client Hub and the mobile apps to, again, be the most premium, easy to use solution that makes your agency so unbelievably simple to work with. We have a slotted release date on these for middle of December. So Merry Christmas. We'll have new mobile apps out, and this will be for both iOS and Android. So excited about those. Next thing we're working on. Now that we've released our first analytics dashboard in HQ right here, which again, I'm sure you guys have popped in and seen already. We are already on to our next version. We are already on to, hey, what can we deliver next? What insights can we deliver to your agency that are usable, actionable, that help? So the goal here is the collection of performance and client insights to help you deliver the very best customer experience. That is our goal. So a couple things that we're centered around with this next release, and it's going to be available on an insights page that's dedicated to everything metrics and analytics. The things that we're focused on is agency team analytics. So looking at your team members at your agency, we want to do a leaderboard for things like client invites, documents uploaded. We're going to talk about something we're building called to-dos, which we kind of surface that in Client Hub. Really look at adoption rates based on the team member. Who has the highest adoption rates based on the invites and documents sent? And as we continue to add more functionalities, that'll continue to grow. But we're very interested in this leaderboard, which is always good to create some competitive nature at the agency level. The other piece that we're looking at is additional client analytics. So active policy monitoring for our connected carriers. We want to be able to surface that to our agencies. How many clients do you have connected? What carriers are they connected with? How many policies are we monitoring? How much premium are we monitoring? Those are very interesting insights that we want to be able to share with you. And eventually we want to tie that to specific customers when it comes to retention, how many policies they buy, and their service lift, whether they're more digital or whether they tend to be more manual. It helps you make decisions at your agency as we move forward. We want to surface better analytics on our AMS data ingestion for your agency. We want to tell you, hey, here's the last time we ingested data from the AMS system. Here's how many clients we imported. Here's the ones that we didn't import, and here's why, and here's what you can do to fix it. So we really want to bring more transparency to our AMS data ingest, and using these analytics is really going to help. Something interesting and why we're collecting date of birth from the user is we want to deliver platform metrics by device and age range. So we want to show you your book of business and say, hey, what age groups tend to use iOS more versus Android more versus Client Hub more? It might shock you based on the age range. And so that's our intent with that date of birth, is being able to produce that. And then client usage tendencies around self-service are just going to continue. We're going to continue to track more and more tendencies on the user. We want to surface that on the client profile itself. And again, we want to show you your clients that tend to be more digitally self-service driven, because obviously those are more ideal customers when it comes to managing your book of business. So again, this is something that we are working on right now. All right, let's talk about our carrier integrations for a minute. We made a decision about 6 months ago that we were going to cease adding new carriers to the way we were building our integrations. And the way we have our integrations now is a client must authenticate their account when they come into the platform. What we found is that's not always useful if you have a book of, say, nationwide clients and only 25% are connected. It creates friction for the user. So we've been probably architecting this for over a year now. We call it our book of business integration. And what we're doing is we're shifting this integration to the agency side. So what this will look like is this will be a single agent side authentication. So just like you would do with a rater, you're going to authenticate your agency inside of GloveBox HQ to the various carriers. And that's going to go directly with the carrier. What that's going to allow us to do is pull your entire book of business with data and documents into our platform. So now, as opposed to a one-to-one, we can pull the entire book with all of the documents, and we can populate it inside of our ecosystem. So it goes from carrier, we'll populate it at the agency level inside of HQ, and then we'll funnel it down to your policyholders automatically, which means your policyholders won't need to authenticate anything. They'll come in, create their account with GloveBox, or simply log in, and they don't need to build the carrier integration. This is the future of carrier connectivity. As we continue to evolve this, we're going to start sunsetting the AMS data for the carriers we have and just working direct. We've already kicked off our first carrier integration on this. We don't scrape. We're not reverse engineering. We are building this with the carriers in conjunction with their engineering teams. Our first one will be ready for really a prototype and a beta for some of our clients, I would say by like the middle to end of November. And then we're already slotting our next couple for right after that. But we have 2 majors that we're already working on. So this is the future of carrier connectivity. It's also setting a foundation for us to be able to connect live billing, live claims reporting, and eventually, I was talking to one of our large carrier partners yesterday on our wish list, but live endorsements, which, you know, is kind of the holy grail of commercial or of servicing for policyholders. So again, very excited about where we're going with our carrier integration, and more to come once that first one is ready for beta. Next thing we're working on right now is creating automated ID cards for every single client. This was an initiative that we set out for at the beginning of the year. We want to be able to produce auto ID cards that are accurate and up to date for every single policyholder inside of the platform. So we are finally pretty heavily involved in this mission. Essentially, we've built a structure within our interface to be able to get the data from your AMS system. Then with that data, we're going to live build PDFs using the Accord Form ID card template. And essentially how this would work is when a client selects their ID card, if it's not direct from carrier, it would automatically generate a refreshed ID card on that PDF Accord form. So this is something we're starting out with our first couple AMS systems, and we're looking to get all of our AMS system partners on this in the next 2 months. So this is something that we're heavily invested in right now and delivering. Next thing, and one that we get requested constantly, is client-facing certificate creation. Yes, now we have the ability for a policyholder to request the cert. You guys can create it. You can drag and drop it, and it's available. Next step is, hey, how can the client create their own certs? And that's something that we're very interested in as well. So we are talking to 2 main integration partners right now who would host the back end of this experience. But this would be all integrated into Client Hub and the mobile apps. With our partners that we're working with, it would allow our agencies to turn on the integration. They'd be able to manage their templates inside of their system when it comes to the agency-facing side. And then we would be able to host those templates for your policyholders, so they can start building and creating their own certs and delivering those. So this is something that we're in final stages of research on, and looking to hopefully kick off here before end of year. So I know that is a lot, but now we are looking ahead to 2024. What are we interested in building next? There's 4 different segments that we are interested in. We're researching quite a few of these. So the goal of this, these are on our product roadmap and are currently being researched for our 2024 slate of products. The first one on the left here is continuing to enhance our carrier and MGA connectivity. And it starts with the book of business integration that we're building right now. So again, that allows us to deliver direct and live policy documents and data to both our agency and our agency partners and their policyholders. We're very interested in direct billing support. We're looking into agency billing support. We've had a lot of requests for agency bill. So we've talked to a number of the vendors that you guys work with, and we're currently scoping that. Again, live policy endorsements, it's something that we'd like to get to. Change of mortgagee, update of vehicles, update of drivers, add a loss payee. Those are things that we would really like to support direct to carrier, but inside of your platform. And then better cross-sell and account rounding capabilities. This is definitely a longer term product for us, but we want to be a cross-sell driver for your agency. We want to be able to help account round, be able to look at the data on the policyholder, to be able to surface offerings on your behalf with your agency codes and help you close more business. And that is something that is a really large, longer term initiative of ours that we see has huge upside. So next one on the right here is going to be a task system built around automation. So we joke with our team that insurance is just a big game of tennis. Someone serves up a request, someone has to hit it back with questions, and then someone has to hit the ball back and forth until the request is fulfilled. It's just a big game of tennis. So with that in mind, we are building a task system that is going to have a really slick automation around it. This will encompass personal and commercial quote intakes. This will encompass streamlined end-to-end service requests, being able to collect underwriting documents and applications through policyholder document upload, which I know Logan loves. He's a big proponent of that. Effective renewal and remarket workflows, and driving more client referrals and reviews, which is something we're really big on. So we're building this concept of a task system around being able to allow these workflows to be much more automated and much quicker to be able to fulfill on both the agency side and your policyholder side. Now we go to the bottom left here. And as I've kind of alluded to, we are heavily invested in researching strategic and curated third-party integrations. We tend to vet our third parties very heavily. We want to make sure that not only our agencies want them, but they fit inside of workflows. Security is a huge piece that we look at. Do they have the security parameters that we require to work with us? Some of these include enhanced AMS connectivity with our AMS partners, CRM connectivity with some of the CRMs that you guys might be using. Surplus application systems is very interesting to us. As I mentioned, agency bill for direct payment and premium financing platforms. And then something that we get heavily requested is e-signature inside the interface, which is one that I'm really high on. So I like that one. So that's something that we're looking at. And then the fourth one on the right here is something that should come middle of next year, but it could be earlier, is a robust notification system. This is going to be in-platform email and SMS, native and browser-based push notifications, and in-platform messaging and live chat. We've been very articulate and thoughtful with live chat. We were going to add it prior, and then we said, hey, let's put the brakes on it. We don't want to just add a live chat into our platform because that doesn't solve a problem. That's just another thing that our agencies have to manage. We need to do it very thoughtfully. And so we've really architected some cool ideas around how we would add live chat and in-platform messaging that makes sense for the context around our task system. So kind of some building blocks there that are going to help drive our 2024 slate of products. Cool. Getting down to the wire here. So in summary, Customer-facing technology is no longer a nice to have, but has rapidly shifted to a must-have for successful insurance agencies. This is no longer a tool. This is a core platform of technologies that a successful agency must have. GloveBox is the market leader in insurance customer-facing technology. That is, a lot of thanks to you guys, our agency partners, which we very much appreciate. And we'll continue to innovate and advance. As you can see, we do not slow down on innovation. We invest the money that you guys invest in us in the product, which comes back to you. Our promise to our agency partners is GloveBox will always be deeply invested in the success of your agency by delivering the very best client experience platform, period. Nobody will deliver one better than we will, and that is our promise. Lastly, omni-channel experience wins. Clients want to engage how they want and when they want. And you can see our portfolio of products that we're now offering our agencies is really expanding. On the HQ side, we have both the browser version and the mobile version. On the policyholder platforms, we have native iOS, we have native Android, and now we have Client Hub for both the desktop, tablet, and mobile. So again, omni-channel is going to win when it comes to the client experience, and we really feel like we're getting there when it comes to the platforms that we offer. So that is it. That is the full recap. That is the fall product showcase. Now, again, I highly encourage everybody to please leave us a testimonial. That's how we build our business as well. So if you want to leave feedback, we would love that. If you need anything at all, again, your agency success reps are available inside of your GloveBox HQ. All you have to do is click this little bubble. Again, that allows you to ping a live chat. They will receive it. They will get back to you as soon as possible, or live if they're not in a meeting. And then again, please explore GloveBox University, which is right here. This has so many resources on how to use the platform, everything from getting started, what we call our seed phase, our growth phase, everything on our data, policies on how we manage your data, both from the agency level and the policyholder data. So many resources inside of GloveBox HQ that really helps. So that is it from us. Again, we appreciate your partnership. If you need anything, reach out to your agency success manager, and we will send this recording out here shortly this afternoon. Thank you, everybody.